Greetings Star Last Forms and welcome back to my channel. Well, today's video is a very special one because for the very first time since last year I am going to do once again a DIY video. But this is a very special edition of this DIY because today I'm going to be teaching you how to make Mickey Mouse ears. The reason why I decided to do my own Mickey Mouse ears was because of the reviews that other people got through YouTube, through connections, and so on and so forth. I was told and I heard that when you go to Disney World, the Mickey ears that people buy are really uncomfortable and really heavy, and considering they're around about $30, that amount of money, and wearing those kind of ears on your head where you feel extremely uncomfortable, it doesn't really go down well. And if I wanted Mickey Mouse ears like that, I know being in pain a lot with them is it's not going to be a very pleasant holiday because you're going to be spending most of the time having agonising pain on the ears. So I decided that I wanted to make some on my own. So I did a bit of upcycling and recycling. So upcycling as in borrowing old materials and old hairbands, well, one hairband, and recycling too, because all the lace, ribbon and fabrics I've used were ones that I have used before, well, my family have, for other previous stuff. So rather than just going out to the shops and just buying everything like mad, we looked in through the cupboards and found some stuff that have been used or haven't been used yet, but we felt that they had to be used for the Mickey Mouse ears. The hairband you can use can either be the one you've used before, like mine, or you can go and buy into hairband shops, so like Claire's or Primark, and just find a hairband that's really comfortable on your head and that can stay there for a very long time. Plus, it should have a bit of room to make the Mickey Mouse ears on top. My friend who's going to Disney World with me had her ears done too, so she, my mum and I, we helped each other to make these ears possible. So in the terms of how to do things, I really didn't do most of them on my own. I won't explain much in detail because I know that a lot of people may be a bit bored of a voiceover talking over forever and ever. And I've narrowed down a few clips as well, just so you can get the idea of what the ears would look like. But if you want to know how to make them yourself, I'll leave everything in the description box below, and if you want to try them out, then please do so, because if you don't want Mickey Mouse ears when you get to Disney World, these could be the perfect opportunity to create ones yourself before you go away. And not only that, but you can use them to celebrate and create your favourite character. In my ones, I used Rapunzel from Tangled and Jane from Tarzan. But it doesn't have to be just Rapunzel and Jane. You can use any Disney character you want. You can just copy with the Mickey Mouses like they do in Disney World. You can do one character on each ear. You can do princesses. You can do princesses and princes, Disney couples, anything you want to. And even though the ears in this video may or may not appeal to you, you could still be as creative as you want to be, because that's the most exciting part of all. I feel I said creative too much, but that's the main point of this video. My ears took a week to make, but it may not be the case for everybody. If you actually take away the week gap in between, I think that the ears could last for about 3 to 4 hours, or sometimes a whole day. It just depends on what time limit you have or how comfortable you are doing it. Because with the ears, it's very important not to get overtired. And if you do get overtired, then it's going to cause a lot of problems and it's going to be a complete mess. So before you start, I would say drink plenty, have like little snacks in between if you want to, and also get as many sleep breaks as you can. Before I did my Mickey Mouse ears, I went to the drawing board and I decided on what my ears should look like. And before my ears had even started, I designed this. I don't know if you could see me too much, but hey ho, never mind. Both Jane and Rapunzel's ears are inspired by the costumes they wear, and that's kind of like the same thing for every Disney character, because I don't really know how you can do the hair or the objects very easily. So for the ears, I would say go for the clothes because it is much better. Once I designed the ears, I went on to the creative process, and that's where I'm going to be leaving you here for a little bit.
So you've got to measure them by 2 centimetres.
2 inches.
2 inches. So that's 1 and that's 2. So what we've done is we cut the fabric around where the pencil line is, and we made both of them on each side. So we got one for the front and one for the back, and as you can see, these are going to be where we're going to put them on top of the hairband. So change of plan from the design, we decided to go with something different. So rather than going all crisscrossy and making it complicated, beg your pardon, what we're going to be doing is we're going to put this white lace onto the side at the same time, and then it's slightly in the middle, we'll do the ribbon, and then if there's anything we want to put on, we'll put on some little purple beads just so that Rapunzel's got a bit of lace just to tie up on her chest on.
One week later.
So it's about a week later, and I'm starting with the Jane ear now. As you can see, this is really different. I had so much fun playing around with this because I started to feel stressed for no particular reason. But the most difficult thing about Jane is focusing on the collar and the tie underneath. So what I've done is I found a little bit of lace and just stuck it on top with the pins, and then if I turn around at the back, you can see I've done some tiny little white stitches so it can cover the whole lace thing as well. And like Rapunzel, I sewn it the other side underneath the lace, so just where the little square fabric thing is. I don't know what you call it, but hey ho. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same like I did with the collar, but focusing on the tie. So that's the same thread underneath the same place. And then can you please tell us what this is that you're putting down?
Memory wired ribbon.
So that's feed the ribbon.
Feed the ribbon, wired ribbon. The wire's on the outside and you just feed it round as you're sewing both sides together.
So this is the finished ears of Rapunzel and Jane. Unfortunately, in the end, we didn't get Rapunzel's hair because it will be in the way, and if I wanted to, then I can always put yellow ribbon on the hairband when it's completely done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the stuffing inside each ear, and depending on how it works, I may able to break a few pieces or just put a whole thing in. But however your ears are big or small, that's absolutely fine either way. So let's give it a try. So I've got tied up into a tight ball. There we go, he's in. So if you can see there, there we go. If you can see there's just a little bit of cotton wool, and I'm going to push him right in. And then just keep doing it until you're finished.
Okay, not the very best view, but this is the proper view you're going to get. So I'm going to be recording the intro and ending for this. Well, you've probably seen the intro, but I'm going to be doing the ending to wrap up the video, so you'll get a closer look then. Ta-da! Here are my Mickey ears! I am so happy with them. They're not exactly what I planned from the drawing board, because when you make the Mickey ears, well, through my experience, you're going to have to experience a lot of changes. And there might be some bits that may or may not work. For example, I wanted Rapunzel's hair so badly, so it's her long hair starting from the back of the dress all the way down to near my ear. However, when I looked at the ear, I found that this was never going to work, and I'm very happy just leaving with the dress. Jane's dress is a little bit more different because I was going to go for a triangular bit in the middle so we can have a gap between the tie and the collar, but again it didn't work, so I had to make a few adjustments, and I'm so glad that I did because it is a lot better. But the one thing I'm really proud of is the tie, because if you look closely, the tie actually sticks onto your hair, but you can adjust it a bit if you want to. And that goes the same with any other Disney character if they have ribbons. I don't know who has ribbons. I think Cinderella does, and also Ariel. So if you want to go with ribbons like this, maybe try do it in the middle, or try do it up and or down in the ear, but never at the side. But I know that finding the right colours for the characters can be very tricky. So what I would do is to think carefully, plan carefully, and then slowly create carefully at your own steady pace. And that's all I've got to say on the how-tos. If you do want to make Mickey ears, please tell me in the comments down below who would your favourite characters be to make the ears out of on your head and why. I would love to hear your opinions on these. And also let me know if the ears that you're making are just separately, they're a couple, they're a prince and princess, or just simply Mickey or Minnie Mouse. Either way, I'm still interested to hear your opinions, thoughts, and the desires. I would highly recommend anyone to design their own Mickey ears, especially if you are unemployed or a student and you're trying to save money. And plus, you get to keep these forever and ever. So you wouldn't have to worry about buying any Mickey ears that are going to snap whilst you're coming back from the journey. And if you are going to Disney World again or any other Disney theme parks, and at the end of the day, you are creating something through your own imagination. And that's all I've got to say on my Disney DIY video. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more future videos like this one. And with that, I'll catch you very soon. Goodbye!
What a wonderful